peut faire les Gunfingers.
On peut faire des Gunfingers comme ça là.
So I think my best memory was the Dreamnation set in Paris 2 years ago. We were on stage with Ushūu, Ecraze. Sadly, Azabim wasn't there. But we were all the French artists up there because Dirty Things pulled up all the French artists on stage. It was a big back-to-back. It was crazy.
I think my best set ever was in LA. It was my first American show. I was really stressed and I pull up everyone, jumping and got a little crazy energy, you know what I mean? So it was literally my best set ever.
I would love to say all the B2B with my boys like Bizo and Ushūu and Tran. But this time I would say the first time I played Rampage alone and after COVID, and for me it was awesome. I saw the first mosh pit I did and I cried during my set, and that was awesome for me.
I think my best set was Animal with the Forestman tour. We played in Paris in front of 5,000 people. I played with Ivory, Amplifier and Graphite. That was the first time we ended up playing in front of so many people. I couldn't even see the end. Yeah, that was amazing.
Fuck off!
I think that was in Romania. We were booked for a show there. There were attending 1,000 people with the sound system and production, and no one came, and so we ended up playing with Cookie Monster back to back in front of 6-7 people. It didn't make any sense.
The weirdest one, I think it was a private party called the Rouge Fest. We played in front of a castle with a big sound system, but I played at 5 or 6 a.m. and there were only two or three people in front of me, so it was just a real show for me. I just played my thing. It was really fun for me, but nobody was there. It was really cool though, but yeah, really weird.
I think my weirdest one was my second set as Dr. Ushūu. I ate too much chicken. I was late. I ate so much chicken that my stomach was super full and everything was turning around for me. So I was holy shit. Am I playing or something? It was super weird. But yeah, it was my weirdest set ever.
I would say for the weirdest set, it was at Zappa. You remember Zappa, bro? And we were playing and we just saw security just kicked out some people. We played for 100 people, and after our set there were 50 people because the security was so lame, and we were what the fuck is happening right now, bro? That was so fucked.
Bro, my worst one was my first Dr. Ushūu set. No, so I'll go to the stage. That was a fucking all EDM genre party. It started from tropical house to dubstep, and I was the dubstep guy at 5 a.m. As soon as I put my first track, I saw literally 60 people leaving, and then at the end of my fourth track, there was only a drunk guy screaming, "I'm Iron Man," from right in front of me, and I was so depressed because all of my other tunes were not working because I exported them not really cool on record box. I was really depressed after that.
Yeah, I think my worst set was in Paris, the show with Dirty Phoenix on the What the French tour. I had a pneumothorax, it's a disease, it's a lung disease. I almost died at the show. The promoter was ready to call the fireman, so I was terrible on stage, and yeah, worst memory ever. let's not talk about it too much, guys.
For me, the worst one, it was with my boys, as in Dr. Ushūu.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's gonna be Ambassade last year. Even if we had a good time on stage, there was a lot of technical difficulties. The stage DJ didn't work. It was really hot and a lot of emergency loops. So yeah, I'd say Ambassade was my worst one.
For the worst one, it was in Paris. I had to do a B2B. I didn't prepare anything because I had the habits to play with one of my friends, and maybe 20 minutes before I had to play, promoter told me you will be alone, and I was not so prepared. I was like young. I was not so prepared, so I did shit, and my key was vibing. You know, I didn't had the chance to find the right song. So it was that was fucking difficult for me, and so I learned a lot of things with that. But yeah, that was the worst thing in my life. But I think I'm here because of that, so that was cool, you know.